What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back, guys. Listen, man. Now, I'm not a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, but I'm gonna call it the way I see it, man. I think them firing Byron Leftwich, the offensive coordinator at Tampa Bay, the news came out over ESPN this morning that they got rid of him. It's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's bullshit. First of all, my situation, the way I look at it is this. I think that it's the traditional sacrificial lamb, and I think he was sacrificed on behalf of Tom Brady. Now, Tom Brady is, I don't know how old he is, in his 40s, I guess. So he's up there. But that ain't Byron Leftwich's fault. It's not his fault how the situation ended. Because, I mean, if you really look at it, guys, look, man, last year, what they had, like the number 2 offense in the league, all of a sudden, Byron Leftwich is a scrub now. How is it his fault Brady throwing the ball to other overthrowing wide receivers? Or he throwing the ball in the playoff game to members of the Dallas Cowboys, throwing it right to him, or making wild throws out of it. Mike Evans is what, 6'3", 6'4"? You overthrowing him? Come on. So why he get fired? That's the part that's strange to me. And that's one of the things, like, I mean, I love football, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love football. But some of the stuff I don't like about the NFL is sometimes it seems like owners get embarrassed. And, like, at the end, they're like, oh, we got to do a dramatic change of the roster. Now, he's not the only person that got fired today. You know, it was a couple people on defense, and it was a big overhaul on the offense with the positioning coaches that got fired. And I mean, like I said, we football fans, we don't know everything. We don't know the intricacies, the ins and outs. We don't even know if they got along or not. You know, Byron and Tom Brady. But my thing is this. Tom Brady old as hell. Last year, they did good with the offense. This year, what was they, like 18 points a game? They couldn't even score a lot of points. You know what I'm saying? And besides the game where Mike Evans went off a few weeks ago with Tom Brady, they were squeaking by with these wins. Now, a lot of people might say, and I defended Tom Brady earlier in the season with a video I had did on another channel that I used to have about, I think a lot of the problems with his struggles came from the divorce, the sudden divorce of him and his wife. And I think it played a part in his performance this season, which, I mean, would be understandable. But for the simple fact of, like, just getting rid of a hot name, this guy was a coach. Like he got a lot of interviews last year for coaching. You know what I mean? He was a hot name. Now to off him like it was his fault, that's the thing I don't like about the NFL sometimes. When they get rid of people, or they think changes got to be made, this clearly was not his fault. Now, do I watch every Buccaneers game? No, I don't watch every Buccaneers game. But Tom Brady played like shit this year. And that's a fact. He played like crap. He looked old. You know, he could never run, but like sometimes when he was back there, he just looked a mess. He'd fall down when people get near him. All kind of stuff. I think he's showing signs of his age. And a lot of people is in denial. Mainly the owners of the Bucks. You know, sometimes when you have number 12 back there and the name Brady on the jersey, people get enamored with the name and stuff, and they look past the performance. Tom Brady looked old, man. He looked real old out there. He back there and the thing, you know, he could never really run like that anyway. But this year, he looked a mess. Pocket collapsing on him, he falling down and all kind of stuff, like he got arthritis. He's sitting back there looking like he made out of popsicle sticks and rubber bands, the way he bending and all this goofy. Man, look, man. Ain't no way you couldn't point the obvious out in this situation. There's no way you could point, you couldn't see that something was going on in his head. Hell, he was showing you. Every time he make a mistake, he'd knock himself upside the head like he's trying to get his brain back in order, or the TV set is messed up. He's trying to get the channel right. And it's I just don't understand it. Now, I mean, in defense of in defense of Tom Brady, like I said, he had the divorce. There's a bunch of goofy stuff going on in his life that a lot of us don't know about. Divorce do play a position in him, but then again, he's supposed to be what? The consummate pro. He's supposed to be what? All into his studies and all that stuff. He's supposed to what? Have steel nerve. You got to put that stuff behind you. And with that not being an excuse for him, I think this year, Father Time caught up to him and was like, all right, hold up, nigga. You know, enough is enough. Now, I think he's a free agent. You know what I'm saying? And I think they probably going to be like, oh, we get rid of Byron. Time you can get who you want to be the coordinator or something like that. Now, I don't know. I think he's a free agent. I think they mentioned it in the game the other day. Excuse me. But I don't know what this is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But I hopefully for Byron Leftwich, a lot of people understand his talents. He's recognized around the NFL. He might get a head coaching job still. Hopefully he does. But this is just bad all the way around to me. Because, I mean, I don't think he did anything. All he can do is draw up the plays, snap the ball on this count, talk to Tom. Tom, what you seeing out there? Tom, how you feeling? You know, Tom prideful. Yeah, I'm feeling good. And then, boom, interception. Well, next play, he get back there. He throw the ball. It going through the dirt where it go over the guy's head. And then he making these faces. Go over there. Go over there. Man, look, man. That game when they played Dallas, man, he was throwing the ball all over Mike Evans' head. Mike Evans like 6'4" or something. And then it's like, you know, maybe they was trying to say it like this, because like in the game I was noticing this too. I don't know if Tom Brady calls the offensive formations and stuff like that. But if you noticed in that game, they had a lot of sets where just Mike Evans was out there. And then another thing is this. It's not Byron Leftwich's fault that the offensive line was trash. They played crappy in that game. And they played crappy in a lot of other games. They just got their starting center, what was it, number 66, from training camp. His first game was the playoff game, the All-Pro. I forgot his name. But they just got him back. That's not the offensive coach's fault, the coordinator's fault. And it's like, I think they really made a mistake not knowing if Tom Brady going to come back and getting rid of Byron Leftwich. Because he was good for Tampa Bay. He was already established there. The players respected him. He already had everybody always was familiar with the offense. Now you're going to get rid of this guy. You bring somebody else in there. You're going to have growing pains with the offense. And I think a lot of times these owners be looking at football. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a business decision. But I mean, I think sometimes they take the personality out of it and the character of the human being and not look at what somebody does for them and the longevity of having that person in that position and with the team. And I think a lot of times it backfires. They go get a new OC, he might be trash. Or the first 4 games might be a mess. What if Brady see this and be like, you know what? I don't feel like doing this no more. Maybe they go to training camp and Tom Brady say he's going to come back. He go to training camp. And then it hit him like it hit a lot of other older NFL players. They be out there in that heat. All of a sudden one day, you know what? I can't do this no more. Now what you got? Now what you got? See, Tom Brady's future is almost, I mean, his career is almost over. This man's, he in the prime of his career as a coordinator and possibly a head coach. You know what I'm saying? You let him go and didn't even know if he was going to be a head coach or not. Now, I don't know. Maybe some of y'all that are Bucs fans out there or not, I don't know. But it might have been positions last year that he could apply for that they blocked or something like that. And that's one of them things about the NFL, man. It's like on a team, they can block you from having opportunities that can change your life as a coach, you know, or coordinator. And it's like, then the next year, you know, first 1 year you hot, then the next year you like hot garbage. And I'm like, I don't see hot garbage with this man. It's the same offense. You know, granted, you might have had little different players in free agency come in, but you had the core. You had Mike Evans, had the offensive line. You had Tom Brady, the savior. A lot going on, man, behind the scenes. I think it's messed up. You know, I don't know what's going to happen from here. But I mean, Tom Brady's days are numbered. Time then caught up to him. Guys, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think, man. Because to me, this sounds like some crap. And I know Byron Leftwich probably like, you know what? I'm glad I'm out of there. For them to even cut me like this, that quick, and make an example out of me, and I know I ain't do nothing, it's good. Maybe it's good. So, I mean, I don't even know if he feel bad. He probably was fed up. You know, Tom Brady's stubborn anyway. And you gotta watch how you say stuff to him anyway. Just like on the field, you gotta watch if you get next to him. You sneeze and he jump, it's a penalty flag. So you can imagine how it is in the locker room, or how it is where he's at, you know, with the way the owners and probably other people kiss his ass or something. But I mean, that's just me talking from a fan standpoint in the history of Tom Brady and just how he come off to me. But like I said, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. As always, leave me a comment, man. I'll see you. Take care.